Welcome to Cut the Slack with your hosts Billy Candelaria and Timothy J. Coy, sponsored by InlandEmpireHealth.com and PremierLocalMedia.com. So tell us a little bit about your outreach program. Obviously, this helped you get over painkillers and find a great way to really heal yourself and get yourself into a positive state. So what does that look like? Are you talking with any doctors? Are doctors and is the medical industry starting to come around to this?
Sure. Yeah, times are definitely changing, I would say. We've had a few doctors actually come in here and experience things with the float tanks and several other stuff like the cryo and all that. And from what I've heard, and I've spoke with some guests, like doctors are actually starting to prescribe floating.
Really?
Yep.
That's completely contrary to the past.
Right.
Because there used to be a huge separation between kind of church and state, or in this case, science and the holistic approach. So doctors are actually starting to recommend that people...
Yeah, if you get a chance, check out Dr. Justin Feinstein. He talks about floating and especially stuff like anxiety and depression. He does work at the Laureate Institute of Brain Research.
Okay.
And he's a legit doctor.
Okay.
And the way he talks about floating, it's pretty amazing stuff.
I love it.
Yep.
That's awesome. Are you familiar with the Monroe Institute?
I've heard of it.
Yeah?
Yes.
What have you heard about it?
I don't even know. I've heard of it before.
It's all about binaural beats.
Yep. Okay.
And basically, it's kind of like the Lucia Light, but it's all sound.
Yep.
And you lay there, and you put headphones on, and they basically shoot frequencies at you, and it's supposed to, level your brain out. And there's a ton of different benefits from it. I got really into that study a few years back, and I just kind of thought maybe you kind of heard about it.
Yeah, HemiSync, right?
Yeah.
Do they do HemiSync? Yeah, the binaural stuff. Yep,
yeah.
Now I know, yeah.
Do you know a little more about that as far as how it works?
I have not gotten too into that stuff. I've tried it out. Some people you can listen to it while you float, and some people have amazing experiences. I had someone send me that HemiSync meditation, the binaural brainwave stuff, and I just never really got too into it. It sounds great.
It seems like it's right in line with what you have going on here.
Sure.
One thing that I was going to say is while you're floating, because we're talking about gratitude, affirmations, and all of these types of ways that we can upgrade the avatar. And I guess you could do this with a phone, but is there some way that you could integrate some type of positive affirmation themed floating, right?
With soundtrack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can play anything you want to listen to in there. Yeah, we can definitely do stuff like that.
Like affirmation type stuff.
Sure.
I think that would, I don't know.
Sure, totally. Yeah, getting into the practice of just affirming to yourself more, however you do that, whether it's through a track and a float tank, but it's definitely, it's powerful stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
You're going to Burning Man.
I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I'll give you a full report in a few weeks.
This is your first time?
Yep.
Yeah? That's great. Yeah, I've been to Coachella. It's, I would think, a lot different than a Burning Man, but levels up.
Sure.
But how does that work? You go out there, it's thousands of people.
Yep, like 70,000 people. I've had friends that are out there in camps for many years, and I've been, trying to go and all that, and it's weird how, again, things kind of align this year.
Sure.
And, my buddies have been telling me about it for a while now. They're like, that's your place. Like, you belong out there. And I'm like, man, okay, it sounds awesome. And it just never really worked out. But, just taking an RV out, got access to a couple camps.
Okay.
My buddies are cooking. One of my friends is performing out there, so I'm bringing up all of his stuff.
Nice.
And I'm just going up there just open.
How many days?
For 10 days.
10 days.
Well, I'll be gone
in the
for
desert.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
And people ride crazy bikes, and there's big, huge 30-foot sculptures. And how do they get all that stuff out there?
I don't know, man. But I know the likes of Google execs and Elon Musk are chilling out there.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, some of my friends from Silicon Valley have been doing it out there more than I really knew what was going on. But I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so amazing how the scientific world and the tech world have all kind of come together with the holistic side of things, and it's not so foreign to everyone anymore.
Yep.
It used to be like, only the hippies would meditate, the yoga teachers, and you would never see a techie or an executive out at what basically is Woodstock or like a Grateful Dead concert,
Sure.
so to speak. But now it seems like everything is kind of merging a little bit in a good way.
Absolutely.
I love that.
What are your thoughts on psilocybin?
Using it definitely in different ways than I did when I was a kid. Setting, intention, that kind of stuff, very important. Before it was kind of a party thing and let's go see what happens. Now I've definitely recognized it as being sacred, like the term you used earlier. Floating is sacred to me. Any kind of plant medicines, it's sacred stuff. They're teachers. Yeah. And that's how I look at them.
Yeah. Mike Tyson has a podcast. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
It's great. He's had a lot of huge guests on there. It seems like every episode he talks about this 5-MeO DMT. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really recently experienced. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You tried it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. What was that like?
Not like regular DMT. So trying to put it into words is not easy. It's just, it's connecting with spirit. I don't try to put it into words, really. It's just something, it's medicine.
Wow.
It's medicine, definitely.
Yeah. I haven't tried the psilocybin, DMT, or anything like that, but I think I'm coming around. I think it's time.
Sure.
And a lot of my friends have, and I've always been very resistant, like no. But meanwhile, I'm doing research, and I'm just trying to find resources and information and hear different people's stories, and it's I think it's on the horizon.
Yep. Yeah, experiences definitely with shaman, with people that practice the medicine.
Yeah.
It's been, you'll get to it when it
intention and setting
absolutely
is so important. It's not a party social thing. Use it as the natives did, as our ancestors did, to go inward and find solutions to life's problems.
Right.
Because it's all inward,
Mm-hmm.
And when I feel like that's another overlying factor about this is that a lot of people try to use external solutions for what's happening, internally. And it's like a space like this, all your different services, they put you with yourself.
Yep.
And it allows you to analyze what you're thinking, and just in that you get to filter out the good and the bad just because of a higher awareness.
Right.
So
Yeah.
man.
Let me ask you this. A person that might be interested but is a little bit leery about trying this out, what would you say to that person?
Keep walking.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's all divine. Like when when you're ready, you'll come in here. I mean, that's I get it that this stuff seems really like weird or scary. Even the floating, I can imagine. I remember when I was first going out to float for my first time, I was almost scared of what could happen. I heard about like natural psychedelic experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and being in a room like alone with my thoughts. It was a little scary. And my buddy just told me, he's like, just you're gonna go in there and it's gonna be just you. It's totally gonna be you, and just
Right.
listen to your heartbeat and listen. Become really aware and conscious of your body. Like focus on the inward.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think that this is something that everybody can seem to latch onto. Like you mentioned in our talks, we've talked about Silicon Valley people, businessmen. You've got mothers that are just going crazy, pulling their hair out, taking care of the kids and the family, right?
Pregnant moms too. Pregnant women. Pregnant
yeah.
women are absolutely loving floating. They get away from gravity for a while. The magnesium. It's amazing. I remember the first pregnant couple that came in and floated together, and I let the kid float for free in there.
Nice.
And they came out just looking at me with like eyes of wonder, and the mom was just ecstatic. Like she big, and she got to get away from gravity for a while and just let that weight
so great.
chill. Yeah.
That's really big right there. I mean, that's huge.
Yep.
Because I didn't even think about that.
It's beautiful.
But the effect of gravity on a poor pregnant woman,
Yep.
just constantly, so she can get in this kind of anti-gravity state. So that's relieving her body, and then also she's able to kind of get some peace mentally and spiritually.
More of a connection with the baby too. Like you can actually hear the baby's heartbeat, like
Really?
wild stuff. They feel a deeper connection with the child, and amazing stuff. I can't even tell you how.
And so that was my next question: Is this open to kids?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
they can come in and float, and enjoy the salt room and all of that.
Absolutely.
I love it. Well, James, I want to thank you for taking some time to join us here on Cut the Slack, special Float State Edition. Again, we are here in beautiful Dos Lagos in South Corona, so I would like to just invite everybody, come down, tell your friends, and experience what they have here at Float State.
It's pure magic. It's
Thank
great.
you.
We need more of it.
Definitely need more of it. So thanks again for your time, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you for joining us on Cut the Slack. For more information on health and nutrition, please visit us at inlandempirehealth.com. For more information on promoting your business, visit us at premierlocalmedia.com.